Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful Friday morning. Birds are chirping, and we have a track tensioner for the 270. So this is our new track tensioner. As you can see, it's a little bit different design. This end gland doesn't bolt in. It's all one piece, so should be a little bit heavier duty track tensioner. So I got the Bobcat unchained. It's sitting here on the trailer. Got the tensioner unstrapped. And I'm gonna pick it up and carry it over to the 270, and we're gonna get her put in. So as you remember from the old one, the broken one, this recoil spring was broke, and then the end gland, all the bolts were broke out of it. And I think what happened was this recoil spring broke, and it crunched so far down that the ram was so far out the whole time that it eventually, from the ram working up and down with the idler, it eventually worked on the bolts and broke them out of the end. And then it just blew out, and track tensioner lost its tension, and the track backed off, and it was loose. So I'm going to get this carried over there. Dad Strength's working right now to get the hole that this slides in cleaned up. We're going to get her slid back in, get the idler on, get the track back on, and the 270 is ready to roll again. So let's get her done. You like the heart blower?
Blows good.
Does it blow good?
Yeah.
Blew all the dirt out?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Hard. I brought you a present.
Ooh.
Yeah. All 400 pounds of it.
Yeah.
I'll have to get the strap out of the truck and choke it, and I'll pick it up.
Putting some videos.
Yeah, we are. Okay, so we got the idler back in, track tensioners back in. Now we're going to put the track back on and get her greased up, tightened up, and it's ready to go again. It's pretty easy. Oh, remind me. Huh?
That's how it should work.
Yeah. Yeah, remind me, I got the track tensioner fitting in my pocket.
I got one in that truck too.
Okay. So let him pick it up a little bit, and I'll get that track worked back under. Well, got the track back on. That was pretty quick. Done it in like 2 minutes. So we're gonna get her greased back up and should be tight again. Well, we're getting started here this morning. Dad's moving that big cottonwood stump. He's going to take it to the woods because that one's definitely not going to burn. And customer said go ahead and just roll it up in the woods and it'll rot. So what I'm doing is I'm getting the 210 ready to run. I come up here, check the oil in it, engine oil, and it is Isuzu powered. It is Isuzu powered. Looks very easy to work on. There's plenty of room down in there to get to everything. Fan belts look easy to change. All the cooling system there. Got all your emissions crap there. So pretty impressive setup up here. I like it. So we'll go down and I'll show you what's in the one side panel. I'm pretty impressed with all that also. So we're on the right side of the machine now. And this is pretty impressive. You've got your engine oil filter, both your fuel filters and water separators right here. Very easy to get to. Oil filters, engine oil filters, very easy to get to. You have your pilot control filter right there, super easy to get to. Then you have your drain for your hydraulic oil and your engine oil, all right here. So definitely would make service very easy, being able to drain everything right here and changing most of your filters here. The main hydraulic filter must be up in the tank, but here's your main hydraulic pump for the whole excavator. It's very simple, not a lot of lines going in and out of it. This is the line that feeds it, and then your pressure lines to your valve body, and the rest are just control lines. And then your pilot control pump is on the end of it. Okay, so we're gonna get started and we'll get to work. Okay, so we're gonna get started here where we left off Wednesday, because yesterday it rained, Thursday, and we had the loader back at the shop, and we fixed the pin boss on it. So we're gonna take off where we left off. Well, actually, when we left off, we had just finished piling the pile up. So come back over here to work on getting this cleaned up a little bit. Got the stick sticking out that I'm gonna bust off before it hits the side of the machine. There we go. Don't want that hitting the side of the, scratching the paint all up. So anyways, we're gonna get started here and get some of this brush out and see what we can get done today. I'm hoping to get this whole fence or ditch line off and cleaned up and piled up and burning, which waiting on Dad to take the 270 and break the pile apart and get it burning again, because he's got the thumb he's got on that machine's a little better than this one. It's not as narrow, so it does a little better for picking up the small burnt stuff. Get some of this little stuff out of the way here. But wanted to give a shout out to the Bibster Repair Shop. Kyle's trying to get some more subscribers on his channel, and I know this morning he said he wanted to get to like I don't remember what it was, like 300 or something. So if you haven't, go over there and subscribe. And he's got some good videos, he's got some good content. He works on some antique tractors on there. And congratulate him. He's got a little boy on the way. So congratulations for me. Him and I have become pretty good friends on social media. And he wants to do a podcast with me one of these days, but I've just been so busy, and then being sick, I haven't had time to, do that. So that is something I still want to do with him one of these days when I get some time. But so anyways, probably gonna work tomorrow too, Saturday. Probably work Sunday also, so we can get caught back up here. Break some of these limbs off and get them out of the way. But farming's coming soon. Probably another probably another 5 weeks, and we'll probably be hitting the fields pretty hard. So yeah, about 5 weeks probably. So corn planter is basically ready to go, other than getting it out of the shed and checking it over a little bit and oiling the chains. But it's in pretty good shape. We keep it in real good shape, actually. For being an old John Deere 7000, it's in real good shape. So my air seeder, I know I need to bring it up to the shop and change some of the seed tubes, because all they are is just black poly plastic tube like you'd bury for underground water line. And I know that there's a couple of them where they rub next to each other, that they're pretty thin, so I need to get those replaced. And I know it probably needs a couple disc opener bearings, so I know that needs TLC. And my crumbler that I pull behind the soil finisher, I know it needs some bearings, so we have to get it up to the shop, change some of those out. We've actually got them on hand. Damn stump. Let's scoot this over and out of my way for now. There. One thing about this excavator, if you can pick it up in front of you, the stick has strength enough to shove it out away from you. It's one thing I love about it. It's definitely, it's got some power. I just wish that thumb was a wider thumb, more of a brush style thumb. But hey, it's better than no thumb. I know on my one video, I think it was the one with all the drone video and stuff, I know I talked about the Ohio oil man that I come across when I was sick on YouTube and watched a lot of his channel. I don't know what the deal is. I've had a couple subscribers tell me that they went over to check him out and he doesn't have any content. So I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if he had to take his videos down or what, but he had a bunch of videos. So I don't know what the deal is with that. And he had good videos, so I don't know. But with the way things are going with all the oil and stuff that's going on nowadays, somebody probably got butt hurt and turned him in for something, and he had to take his videos down. Who knows? Some environmentalist. Oh, you can't use oil. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, your cars are not going to run on unicorn farts and fairy piss. That ain't going to happen. So our dependency on oil is going to stay dependent on oil. They keep saying by 2030 they're going to have all municipal trucks run on electric. Okay, you show me a tandem axle snowplow truck that's going to run on battery power, plow snow when it's negative 20 out. You show me that. That ain't never going to happen. You show me an excavator this size that's going to run on battery power. Now, hybrid I can see, but not full battery power. I'm sorry, but fossil fuels, we're going to have to use them forever. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I don't know why we just can't live and enjoy life and burn oil and have fun like we used to back in the day. Hell, if I had my way, we'd bring back all the old steam engines. We'd still be running freight trains on steam power. I think that'd be cool as hell. But anyways, this is not a political channel. We're not going to get into all that. So hopefully his channel comes back, because he had just released a couple new videos and I was really enjoying watching them, and I didn't get to watch them. Because not only do they pump oil, but they also go around and they cap old oil wells that were left uncapped. So they do environmental work also. So anyways, we're going to keep clearing, see how far we can get, and we'll get some video later on today. Well, I've got all the trees out, all the big ones out. The stumps are dug out, rolled out of the holes. So now what I'm going to do is take the 661. I'm going to go along, cut the stumps off, cut the tree in half, and then we'll get them laid out so we can carry them to the pile with the loader, and Dad will stack them up there and get them burning. A couple viewers asked me what we do with the logs. Well, a lot of these trees, they are storm damaged, they're lightning damaged, they've had bugs in them, some of them are hollow, a lot of them are not worth a log. It may look like it's a good log, but being they're ditch bank and fence row trees, they're not really worth good logs, especially if they're in a fence row, because they've got wire in them or they got T-posts grown in them, and sawmills just do not want them. Sawmills only really want logs that come out of deep woods, like the woods over there that's established and has been in woods for years. We have sold cottonwood logs in the past, and really by the time you cut them up, stack them on a trailer and take them and sell them, you're basically only making a few $100s, and really in some cases it's just worth doing that just to get rid of them so you don't have to burn them. But here, this stuff, we've got enough of small oaks and some sassafras and stuff like that it gets the cottonwood to burn up, so we don't have that issue here. So the only thing some of this might be worth is firewood, but we're not in the firewood business. It would take us too much time to cut it out and process it. So best thing for us to do financially is throw it, pile, and burn it. That's how we make our money and get stuff done. So we do cut out some firewood sometimes for ourselves, but we don't usually do firewood. So some of it does once in a while go for, we're using it, but most time just gets piled and burnt and gotten rid of, and that's really the best way to do it. So I'm gonna get cutting, get these cut up, and get them burning. Well, there we go. All the trees are cut up and in the pile. As you can see, they're all stacked up, burning real good. Got the stumps stacked in there. So all that's left to do is Dad's strength just needs to do his final raking, and then we can start skimming all this dirt off into the ditch, bury that ditch and get rid of it. Now we're gonna head over to this tree line over here, or ditch line. Dad's already started in the middle and he's back down to this end already. So what we'll start doing is we'll start cleaning all that up, stacking it, making a pile out of it, and get that one burning. And then after that's all out, we're gonna come back, we're gonna dig the ditches that are left and clean up the piles, and this project is finished. Of course it won't be finished today, but I'm hoping to have most of the brush piled up by tonight and burning, so we'll see what we can get done. So it's looking real nice. It'll look real good after all the dirt's pushed back in the ditch and the ditch is gone. You'll have some nice real long rows. I think about a half-mile long rows or better. So it's going to turn into a nice field right here. Well, we got most of this cleaned up right here, but 6 o'clock we're going to go home for the day. So I'm going to close everything up and that'll be it. So if you like this episode of Dirt Grain Steel, give me a like, I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.